So our story continues with Zechariah's response to the angel's incredible declaration that this elderly man's elderly wife would bear him a son, who would be the fulfillment of ancient prophecies. Now that sounds like one of my kids' action-adventure fantasy stories. But anyway, Luke says this. He says, Zechariah asked the angel, "How do you expect me to believe this? I am an old man and my wife is too old to give me a child. What sign can you give me to prove this will happen?" Then the angel said, "I am Gabriel. I stand beside God himself. He has sent me to announce this good news. But now, since you did not believe my words, you will be stricken silent and unable to speak until the day my words have been fulfilled at their appointed time and a child is born to you. That will be your sign." Now, I've always been a little offended on Zechariah's behalf that he was struck dumb for questioning the angel and asking for a sign when later Mary questioned the angel but got away scot-free. I mean, it's always seemed quite an extreme consequence for asking a seemingly reasonable question. I mean, the man had spent a lifetime following the Lord, living well, loving God, and he was well versed in the scriptures. But the angel's proclamation to him that he would not only have a son from a wife who was well past childbearing age, but that their son would also be the fulfillment of major Old Testament prophecies, that was just understandably too much for him. I mean, I think Zechariah's response is entirely logical and understandable. I mean, he says, "But how can you expect me to believe this? I am old, my wife is old, we are too old, and all this is too much." And boom, he's punished for being and struck dumb. Seems kind of unfair, but is it? Or perhaps I am in error. Is God being cruel and unfair here? You see, as I've thought it over and seen more fully the arc of Zechariah's story, I'm beginning to see that whereas I have in the past always understood Zechariah's imposed months of silence as God's punishment, I'm beginning to understand that perhaps it wasn't punishment at all. Perhaps it was God's utter mercy on him. Because, you see, God didn't write him off or withdraw his promise. He simply gave him some time to digest the enormity of it. So that when it was fulfilled, Zechariah was able to powerfully agree with God, explain what God was doing, and rejoice in the miraculous expanse of God's incredible plan. If you read forward to Zechariah's prophecy after John is born, you will see the incredible turnaround he has from unbelief here to being the first person to publicly and powerfully welcome the coming Messiah. And so you see, Zechariah's silence is not punishment at all. It's just another expression of God's kindness to bring him up to speed, to get him on board so he can be part of the story. And for me, this is so encouraging because it reminds me that so often my assumptions are wrong. I'm so quick to assume that God is unkind or cruel and is out to punish me. And I can live in fear of getting it wrong. But when I peel back the surface of Scripture, I see again and again how utterly kind and gracious and patient God is with his people. Like Zechariah, he wants us on board with him. He wants us to build his kingdom with him. And he wants us to be part of his plan. He isn't cruel. He's actually extraordinarily patient and kind, even though sometimes he allows us to tread a painful road to give us time to catch up with him. Wouldn't it be wonderful if we could shake the erroneous assumption that God is unkind and instead grow in our trust of his goodness?